So welcome back to my channel. I really want to talk about the downfall of Quad. Okay, because is it the end? Is it? Let's get into it. I'm Denise, Brady, and over here we talk about all things pop culture and mental health. So subscribe, like, do the do's. Now, I have been watching all the seasons of Married to Medicine, and most recently this episode was, from what we have been hearing, the last that we're going to see of Quad this season. And now, normally I would say it's production, it's the cast, but I'm feeling like Quad let her ego get the best of her. It's similar to me, the same thing that I think Mariah went through when sometimes these reality stars allow their ego to get the best of them when it becomes their downfall. And now Mariah, I would hope at some point they could bring her back, but I really don't think that's going to happen because there's so much just stuff that has happened. But let's get back to Quad. Now, Quad, she tries to be something that I think her personality is at times, but then other times I think it's a facade. And I think the ladies have gotten tired of it. I think the ladies have gotten tired of her not taking accountability. And when your ego is so inflated, people try and pop it. They try and pop it because you need to take some accountability, but Quad refuses to. And I think the ladies have been sick and tired of the things she has said, the things she has done, and it's a wrap. And unfortunately, at the beginning, Phaedra coming on was probably going to be her ace boon coon. But with the added addition of Sweet Tea, somebody has to go. And I think right now that person is Quad. I think that Phaedra has kind of stolen her role the same way she stole Mariah's role. The same thing is happening to her. And now, do I think that the ladies are wrong? No, I don't. Okay, because from a therapist perspective, when you're in a sisterhood, and we can do a whole nother video about sisterhood because that stuff can be toxic. But when you're in a sisterhood, you've been on this show for how many seasons? Quad's been on here at least either the whole 10 or at least 9 seasons, and she has done stuff, and she thinks that she can get away with it. She thinks that her personality, all of the quick remarks, the reads, we don't need you anymore, boo, because now they got Phaedra. And the cost of Phaedra means we got to cut some ends. And so they got rid of, what was her name? Alana, I don't remember her name. They got rid of her. They got rid of Contessa. And now it's your turn, okay? Now, I could tell that Quad sensed something was going on, because she started to be more apologetic, a little bit more up they butts about being on the cast trip, just being very grateful. She could tell the tides were turning, but it was too late. They were done. I think this season, the women to me are in a different place that they have been in prior seasons. They seem more about elevation, peace, moving away from the past. And I think these two new members, Sweet Tea and Phaedra, not so new, and this other girl who, you need to speak up, this other doctor, because you're just there in the background. They're not going to bring you back because you're not doing anything. Now, with the 2 primary additions of these 2 new people, do they really need Quad? I think Quad, in some ways, made her own grave. The whole funeral thing was too much. I think it was a last ditch effort to try and come back and be good with the ladies, but it's too late. And even at that rebirth, whatever it was, the shenanigans, they were over it. Once again, it was more about the things that other people have done to her instead of her taking accountability. In friendships and relationships, you have to take accountability. You will let your ego get the best of you. You will be sitting somewhere by yourself, or you'll be sitting somewhere with people who really don't care about you, and they're only there to inflate your ego, to pump it up. Okay? And those are the relationships you really don't need, you really don't want, because it's fake. And I think the ladies are tired of the fakeness. And I can't believe Heavenly just putting out everybody's stuff about what they said behind Quad's back. I was like, oh, it's really over. If Heavenly not riding for you, that's the last of the last right there. Because Heavenly is messy, but she will ride for you. And if she not riding for you, it's over with. It's a done deal. And it's interesting to see the dynamics are changing where these ladies are. Something must have happened outside of filming, a conversation, a kumbaya, something, a ponderosa, because the ladies seem very different. Okay. Even Toya seems different, less messy. Something is going on. I don't know what it is, but there's a big difference in what we have seen in past seasons. Even Toya starting a business. Because all these seasons, Toya has been okay with just playing tennis, being a stay-at-home mom, traveling. I don't know if she's matured, but something is definitely different this season. And I think Quad represents where they have come from, and they're trying to let all of that go. But it could just be me. I could be digging too deep and thinking about it too deep, but I feel like something is different. And Quad represents the past, and we have to let Quad go. Now, I like Quad. I like her quick-wittedness. I like her personality, but it does come to a point where her ego has gotten too big for the show. And she recognized that something was happening. I'm telling y'all. Because I'm like, why is she all of a sudden apologetic, very grateful, willing to do whatever? You know why? That check is about to go bye-bye. And without the show, her own TV show was canceled. I don't know if she's really selling books, but how is she gonna pay for that house, those bills? I don't follow Quad on social media, so I don't know what else she really does, but I'm kind of sure that Married to Medicine check was hitting real good all these years. But let me know your thoughts. Do you think Quad's ego got the best of her? Do you think the season will continue to elevate like it does? It has been with Sweet Tea and Phaedra. But Quad, it's a little bit too late. We're only getting her this last episode. And it's like, damn, it's the end of an era. Things are changing. But let me know your thoughts. Do you think that Quad is her own worst enemy? Is it production? Is it the ladies? We can get into it. If you want more Married to Medicine recaps, we can get into it. And I will see you in the next video.